Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi yassir wa la tuassir wa tammim bil khair. Rabbi zidni ilma. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? I hope all of you are in good health and iman. Students, welcome to the online classes of 2021. Today we are going to start our lecture number 3. So grab your books and let's do our today's activity. So our objectives of today are summary, and we will do page number 243, which is a lesson is the grammar lesson, and we will do the description of rooms and places, and after learning how we can write it, we will do the living room at home. So let's start our lesson number 15, which is dreams, and this extract has been taken from the book Delight, and the writer is J.B. Presley. Okay, so let's do the PK testing of words and sentences once again. So tell me that what is the meaning of horrible? Yes. Say it. Yes, the meaning is bad. Now make a sentence with the horrible. Okay, quickly pause your video here and write the sentence of horrible on your rough notebooks. Then play the video. Have you done? Very good. Now let's recall my sentence which I have told you in the previous lecture. So, last night I had a horrible dream. Okay, let's find out what is the next word. Delight. Now tell me what is the meaning of delight? Yes. Charm. Now again pause the video and write your sentence with charm and then recall mine with me in the video. Have you done? Okay, now recall my sentence. He was delighted to behold. Next word is queer. Now tell me what is the meaning of queer? Yes, strange. Now write the sentence of strange on your rough notebooks. Your own sentence. You have done? Okay, now recall mine. Yes, politicians have queer preferences. Okay, so now it's time to do our summary. We will recall the whole story and we will do the summary of the lesson number 15, dreams. Okay, so in the first paragraph, the writer finds happiness in dreams. Okay, then he said that dream is like another world. So he takes dreams as a part of some other world, some other form of existence. And then he talked about some people who never dreamt and he was very surprised about them. And he says some people see dreams as an irritating habit. What kind of habit he has mentioned in the extract? Yes, sneezing and yawning. And then he said that what if our dreams are very confusing, filled with anxieties, and some are very good, some are nightmares, some are good deals, but they have many advantages. Then he said, what are the advantages? So these are the advantages which I am going to mention. First of all, you can see the glimpses of your past in your dreams. You can also see the hints of your future. You can see the dead people and some other things which you cannot experience in your real life. Then writer says, we see strange things in our dreams as luggage that cannot be packed, like merging of two persons into one person or splitting of one person into two. So I have mentioned in the previous lecture that how this can be possible. So merging of two persons into one is the combination of two personalities making one personality. And splitting one person into two is like splitting two shades of personalities into individual personalities. Okay, for example, that we have read in the Other Me. So the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde were the same people, but with two different shades of single personality. One is the good one and the second is the bad one. Okay, now, in spite of these horrible things, you can also see some wonderful things, and they bring you ecstasy. So it happens at the rare intervals. And in the last, he said in the closing passage that there were dreams to sell. If there were dreams to sell, then we could buy more than we could afford. So he wanted to see dreams more frequently instead of occasionally. So that's why the writer loves dreams so much. So this is the whole story, and this is your summary. Now you will learn it and you will write it on your neat notebooks. Okay, now moving to the lesson number 3 of your grammar part, which is the describing a room. So there are a lot of kinds of room. For example, your bedroom, your living room, your kitchen, your common room, your drawing room, your guest room, library, and there are certain kinds of room according to their function. Okay, according to the reason why they built. So let's find out how we can describe a room, a certain kind of room. We will learn this in lesson number 3 on page number 243. So grab your books and open your page number 243. Yes. So on the page number 243, there are certain points which are mentioned there through in this sequence. Through these points, you will describe a certain kind of room. So let's read with me. When you are describing a room, you should take note of the following points. First of all, you will mention size and shape, that the room is large, small, square, or a rectangular, etc. Then, after describing its size and shape, you will talk about its walls. Okay, so this is the sequence. You will not shuffle it. You will go through the paragraph through this sequence. Okay, so in the walls, you will mention that these are painted or papered or wallpapered are there, decorative objectives are there, posters, wall lamps, clocks, souvenirs, etc. hung on the wall. You will describe all the details, including their colors and other objects which are hung or attached to the walls. Then you will come to the floor, that these are tiled or cemented or carpeted, and what kind of color and pattern is present on the floor. Then you will talk about the furniture, that it is wooden or plastic or antique, or there is no furniture, their arrangement and their size, etc. Then you will talk about windows and doors, then how many windows are there, how many doors are there, etc. And then you will give also their detail, but not on a short note. Okay, and then you will talk about its state, that this room is untidy or tidy, neat, dirty, well kept, well furnished, neglected, etc. And then you will talk about, finally, you will discuss about your feelings about that room. That you like it, or you admire it, you hate it, you feel uneasy, comfortable, relaxed, tensed in it, etc. Okay, so there below you will see the description of a kitchen. So let me help you. I will read it and you will notice that they have described the kitchen according to the sequence of those points which are mentioned above. Okay, so it was a large rectangular kitchen, the kind you find in hospitals or very large houses. So here he described the size and shape. The walls were painted a buttercup yellow and the color of tiles on the floor matched the walls. Okay, then he mentioned walls. Then come to the floor. The floor was so clean and polished that I was almost afraid to step on it for fear of dirtying it. Now, Now he is going to talk about the furniture that is present in the kitchen. So what we found in the kitchen? Yes, gas oven. Okay, so at the far end of the kitchen was a large gas oven like the ones found in hotels. This indicated that either the owner had a very large family or that he entertained many people at a time. Directly opposite the oven was an equal large refrigerator. Now he is talking about the furniture and also its arrangement. I saw that it was well stocked with eggs, vegetables, and meat. I counted 40 eggs. This made me certain that the owner had to prepare food for many people. Near the refrigerator was a double sink, which was dry and spotless. Above it was a long yellow shelf on which was neatly displayed a stack of plates, some glasses and cups, and silver cutlery. Okay, so these all are included in the furniture. He did not talk about the windows and the door. And now, finally, he said, as I turned to go, I noticed a dustpan hidden behind the door. Even this was sparkling clean. So he is now telling you that the state of the room. But in the last line, he did not describe that he liked that or he did not like that. But you will not miss that point. Now we will do our first activity in which we are going to write about the living room at home, and we will do in the next part of the video.